Hey everybody, how you doing? IntoWeapons back again with you. Got a pretty cool upgrade video for you today on the Glock 19 Gen 4. Recently came across a pretty good deal on one of these Crimsontrace Laser Grips. This is model number LG-851. Fits the Glock 19 and the 23 4th generation only, which is what I have. Wish it came in the green laser, but unfortunately it only comes in the red laser. So this typically runs about $250 on the retail market, which to tell you the truth, guys, I probably wouldn't pay. But like I said, I got a pretty good deal on this product, so for me to be able to throw it on my gun and try it out for what I got into it, if I don't like it, that's not that big of a deal. So what I planned on doing today, guys, is just doing a quick unboxing, showing you what's in the box here. We'll throw it on the gun, do a quick installation video, and then maybe sometime down the line we'll do some shooting footage. But it's a red laser, so most people know what red lasers do. They're really good for, you know, defensive applications. You know, if your eyes are blurred, you have you know, dark situation where you can't really use some iron sights, some backup red dot, or I should say red lasers, or green lasers for that matter even too, work really well. You never want to rely on a laser. You always want to be proficient with your iron sights, but again, having a laser is never a bad thing. So what we'll do, guys, is look at what's comes in the box here. Within the cardboard box, I should say, there's some paperwork. We have the Free Batteries for Life program pamphlet, which is a really nice feature of Crimsontrace. I believe you get a new replacement battery set every year if you call and let them know that you need one. That's after you do the product registration, I believe. Not really sure how difficult the program is. I've heard it's not that difficult, so it doesn't sound like they make you jump through a whole bunch of hoops or anything. Warning sticker. We have, looks like an advertisement for their light guard as well, which if many of you know, I run on my MMP9 for my nightstand gun. Really cool product, and it runs about 125 bucks, so it wasn't as big of a price tag as these laser grips are. We have the owner's handbook, I guess, here, which kind of walks you through the direction of sighting it in. It does have windage and elevation adjustments on the laser grip, so that's kind of nice. And then we also have the, must be the installation instructions here, yep. And they're pretty straightforward, pretty easy to use. Put them on, or I should say, to install them. And I'll run through that real quick with you. Also in the box here, we obviously have the laser grip themselves. And as you can see there, it's a pretty cool design. Just wraps right up around the grip, the back of the grip of the gun. And I believe make them for most semi-automatic pistols. You won't be able to use, and revolvers as well, I should say. You won't be able to use your back straps on your Glock with these on. And fortunately for me, I didn't like the back straps on my Glock anyway, so that worked out fine. And they're held in with one pin, which I believe is also used to hold the back straps, extra back straps in for the Glock pistol. Also in the box here we have a bag of tools. We'll take a look what's in here. We have a couple swabs that will be used, I guess, to clean the lens if it gets dirty. We have a couple batteries, CR132 I believe. No, CR2025. We have the sight adjustment tool, it looks like. We have a new pin that will hold that laser grip in, that will replace the current pin that's in the Glock. I believe this one's a little bit longer, should hold that, again, laser grip in where the other one wouldn't hold it in. And we have a takedown tool to take that pin down out of the Glock. And this is actually a pretty nice little tool here. They didn't cheap out on it, so this is actually a pretty decent little tool you could use for any Glock disassembly, instead of having to pay $4 or $5 for one from a retailer. So to get right into the installation, guys, it's pretty straightforward. What we're going to do is just take the batteries here, we're going to stick it into the laser grip, positive side sticking out. And we'll start by taking the Glock and flipping it over here from the right side, driving this pin outwards towards the left. You can see that popped out pretty easily there. We're going to be using that replacement pin here instead of the original OEM part. And what we'll do is we'll take this laser grip and just kind of slide it up here onto the back of the frame and just kind of work it up into the back there, trying to get it popped into place if you can. Starting from the bottom and kind of working your way up is the best way. And typically these won't be too difficult to get on. There we go. And we want to have the back strap there, or the beaver tail, just kind of flip up over the back of the gun there. And then you should be able to see through that hole there from where that pin is. And what we'll do is we'll go from the left to the right, and we'll push this back through. And hopefully it won't be too tight on me. That went in pretty easily. You can go back there and fit that if you need to with, you know, push or whatever punch if it's super tight, but seems like it pushes in there pretty easily. And now it's retained very well in the back of the gun, which is really nice. So it's not going anywhere, it's not moving. You can take it out obviously for cleaning purposes and replacing batteries very easily. It's not difficult. In the back of the gun we have the master on-off switch there, which will allow you to turn off the laser completely. And what you have here is the pressure activation switch. And when you get a grip on the gun, that's actually what turns on the laser grip. So it's kind of an automatic, no thought process. So that master on-off switch is really nice, because in the event that you don't want a laser giving away a position or whatever the case is, you can easily turn that off. And when you have a grip on it, it's not going to turn on, as you can see here. But we'll go ahead and flip it on here and see what we get. And as you can see, hopefully, camera's picking it up in my hand there. Got a nice red laser, and it's pretty bright. Crimsontrace is well known, obviously, to build good products, so their laser isn't going to be some cheap one. And the dot's pretty decently sized, so you're not going to lose that in anything. Again, I wish I had the green laser. It's a little bit easier for daytime applications, but the red laser does pretty well. It does ride a little bit wide on the right side of the gun there, as you can see. And I did notice that it's probably going to cause a little bit of issue on my open top paddle holster from Safariland. The 5181, I believe, is the model number. Might have to do a little bit of modification to that to make that fit, but hopefully it doesn't wear too hard on that. We have the sight adjustment tools here. On the side, I believe, is for windage. The top is for elevation. Again, you can use that adjustment tool. I believe they said it comes sighted in at 50 yards out of the box. Should be sighted in, but you can make adjustments as needed on it. So overall, it feels really nice, guys. It doesn't, I'm not a big fan of the back strap, so I was kind of concerned that I wouldn't like it, being that it adds a little bit onto that grip. But it's not as bad as I thought. It's still a little bit more than I would like, but it's not going to be something that's going to be a deal breaker for me. So the fit of it is not too bad. The other thing I notice is when I'm holding onto the gun, when I have my finger up, it does impede that laser. So I got to kind of watch where my finger is when I am using the laser, when I have it off the trigger, to make sure it's not, I guess, in the path of that laser. So pretty cool product, though. Definitely one of the better lasers out there as far as bulk and reliability. So I just don't know if it's worth the $250 price tag. I guess Crimsontrace, they can make that price tag all they want, because they're really not worried about selling it so much to the civilian market. So it is what it is. But hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, let me know. Hopefully we'll get some shooting footage up here in the near future. But as always, I appreciate watching. Until next time, take her easy.